Greetings all, this is Hairy Nick. How's everyone going? I just wanted to make a quick video talking about some of the things going here on the channel. A lot of little things I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to sort of cram these into like the start of a Hangabout video. So we could just go through everything and just take our time and talk about it. Main thing is, in about a week's time I'm moving house, and this office that you see here will no longer be where I'm recording videos. You may have noticed that the shelf there has lost most of its content. That's because it's all been packed away into boxes. The next thing that's going to happen is that shelf itself will be packed away. In a couple of days I'm going to record some more videos with Justin here. And this will all be blank behind us, and that'll be the last lot before I actually move house. So over the next fortnight, the content's going to be a little bit stagnated. There is a few things happening this week though. We're expecting another article from Wave 3 based on FFG's sort of rough schedule. We will have the points changes, the first points changes for X-Wing 2nd edition. So we'll make sure to do a video going through all of that. And also there's a couple of tournament results I want to talk about, namely the New Zealand Nationals that's just happening right now as we speak on this weekend, as well as the Phoenix Systems Open over in America. So I'll make a point. I'm looking at doing at the very least the New Zealand Nationals this week, and maybe thinking about the Phoenix Open next week, but it's going to be pretty hectic. I'm not sort of making any promises at this stage, but I'll have a much bigger workspace to work in. I'm so looking forward to it. The key thing, the best thing about what I'm going to have when I move to this new place is my setup with all the recording software right here and the gaming table right here, rather than in the other side of the house, which is what I'm doing in this apartment. It's a nightmare having to do the on-table stuff here. It's doable. And on that note, I've had a lot of people ask me about, oh, when are you going to do like the how to play videos, that kind of stuff. And it just got to a point here where it was unrealistic. We finally got this place to move into, and at that point I just decided, no, we're waiting. I'm getting the better workspace before I approach that. So I can do that with a much better frame of mind. And I think overall that will make the videos much higher quality. And actually on that note, I mentioned earlier in the week, the last Hangabout video we did, I do a video on bids, and that has also sort of been put into that corner of my mind. That is the after the moving part of my mind. I've got like 3 videos I'm going to make while I'm here, but that is it. I have to sort of tell myself when to stop and actually make sure this is all done right. Having a proper workspace, I'm so looking forward to it. I cannot explain that enough. It's been fine here in the apartment, but me and my girlfriend have well overstayed our welcome in terms of our living situation. We want a proper house and sort of move forward with our lives, so it's going to be excellent. Now, second point of order is I want to give a quick shout out to, make sure I get this all right, to Mr. Donald Allen from the Northern Nevada X-Wing group. He contacted me via Facebook and said, hey, we're putting on an open X-Wing tournament and I'd love to have a shout out on the channel about that. So that's what I'm doing right now. The Northern Nevada X-Wing Open. I'll put all the details up on the screen here for you guys, and also in the description box down below. But this is a community-driven X-Wing Open event. So one can assume this is going to be using the extended format. It's on the 20th of April, so there's a very good chance that all the Wave 3 stuff will be out there and legal. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, just head over to the Facebook page and ask them those questions. But in any case, we've got some really cool looking prizes here, some dice, keychains, pile of cards, and a rather nifty looking playmat. I really like the look of this. With Thrawn Star Destroyer there. This is going to be held at Encompass Academy in Reno, with some of the proceeds going to them. If you want to learn more about them, head over to their website. But essentially, this is a school that focuses on academics, personal pathways, enrichment, and social emotional learning. And just on the note of all this, I haven't really approached doing advertising yet on the channel. It's something that I am seriously looking at. But in the meantime, if anyone wants me to do shout outs for, especially like these community driven events, especially things that donate to charity, that kind of thing, I'm always happy to talk about that kind of thing. But just on the note of advertising, I do often get the comment on my channel that, hey, one of the reasons I like your stuff is because you don't advertise and all that kind of thing. And I just want to encourage anyone who thinks that kind of way about, well, internet content in general, not just YouTube videos, but podcasts and kind of things. I just want to encourage you guys not to resent content creators because they advertise. It's something that we do literally so we are keeping the lights on. We can afford to be able to do this kind of stuff. And for me personally, I want to make YouTube or not so much YouTube, but content creation in general, my main source of income. So it is something I'm going to seriously look at. Look, the bottom line is no matter what I do, whether that's advertising, Patreon, it doesn't change the quality of the content you can access for free. Nobody gets any more videos because they pay money to the channel, and nobody's going to have to sit through minutes and minutes of advertising and annoying stuff at the start of a video. I'll make sure to keep that nice and succinct if and when I choose to do that. Actually, just on the subject of Patreon, I do want to give all those guys a shout out because it's growing and growing, and good things are coming of it. We're getting a lot of really cool suggestions. Actually, the subject of doing a bid video, that came about because of a conversation I was having on the Patreon Discord. There is another series of videos that I'm thinking of doing based on comments from the Patreon Discord, so look out for that soon. Again, that's a couple of weeks away at the very least, until after I move. But yeah, I do want to reiterate how important it is this kind of stuff is. I don't spend a lot of time at the end of my videos or even the start of my videos going on and on about Patreon, but it has been such a positive thing for the channel. It overnight basically tripled the revenue I was getting off YouTube. The revenue that us content creators get from YouTube is frankly crap. It's not good at all. Ever since a couple of years ago when adpocalypse was a thing. Actually, I didn't get revenue off this particular channel until after that, so I don't really know what it would have been like before that. I'm guessing it may have been a bit better, but really, based on the hours and the views and everything, it's pretty abysmal. So looking at things like Patreon is very, very important for us. And I just want you guys to understand that. Basically, if you put the minimum amount per month into Patreon, that is earning me more money than if you watched my videos basically religiously. In fact, if you had my videos replaying on a permanent loop, it would probably still earn me less than $1 for each of you a month. That is just the reality of it. So if you guys ever have a chance to consider that, I thank you very much. And nobody has to do that. I understand people can't afford to do this all the time. The expectation isn't always that you have to pay money for YouTube stuff. I completely understand that. This is a platform where you access stuff for free, so sort of asking for money can sort of get on people's nerves. I get that. I get that. I'm not forcing anyone to do that, and I'm certainly not giving them diminished content as a result of that. So yep, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for the support so far. Stay tuned, a lot of cool stuff to be talking about over the next week. In the meantime, do not forget to like and subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Reddit. Please consider supporting the Patreon, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.